rides here in Jaisalmer. The shortest of the camel rides which they can experience is mostly beautiful during the time of the sunset. It's a great experience to have a camel ride on the sand dunes looking at the sunset, and it can be done from say 20 minutes to 1.5 hours. And apart from this, if some people are interested to do a long camel safaris, then it can be arranged for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and it even goes for a week. And that's how it's being arranged. And on the way, the lunch are being provided at some villages. And at the night, the tents are being patched where the guest can sleep in the tent. And if they wish to have a bit budget, then they can also sleep on the sand dunes and can start the day again early morning after breakfast. So that's how the camel safaris are being arranged. And the camel man who walks with them generally cooks the meal as well for them if the guest wants to have completely local experience and wants to cook along with them. So it's a worth experience doing a camel safari. And in fact, camel ride with the sunset is a must. I mean, your visit of Jaisalmer wouldn't be complete without having a camel ride. So I think every guest must experience this wonderful animal, which is very calm and not very aggressive, just like an elephant. Very calm animal, easy to ride. Yeah.
And one of the things I would like to add is
Please,
that on these
anything.
camel safaris, you are visiting very interesting villages. And now you will see this is a place where the royal cenotaphs are. And this place is called Badabag. And these are some of the places that you will visit: Lodorua, Badabag, Amarsagar Lake, and all these kind of small, very tiny villages that if you do a 3-day safari, you can see all these places. And this is one of the interesting things because you get to see rural life at its, at a very realistic level. And there are people actually living in very rustic villages. And this is something you will get to experience. So this is also a place, I think, in Amarsagar, which I had seen on one of my visits when I did the camel safaris. And I think I also wanted to ask Kesar Singh is that the camel is a very intelligent animal. Actually, he knows the way by himself. And I think you don't need his trainer is just like a kind of his keeper is there mostly to take just the basic necessities for him. What would you like to say about the intelligence of the camel, Kesar?
Yeah, the camel is a very intelligent animal, and you can guess the intelligence of camels that during the time of the Silk Route, a lot of goods were sent on the camel, and there was no man with the camel, and they were so trained that from Pakistan they used to come here and stop here at the right place with all those wealth.
Correct.
They can walk for weeks, and still they knew where they need to go.
Yes,
they were so trained.
That's what I noticed on my safari as well. You see, they just knew the way, and you hardly needed to give them any directions. That's what I find very interesting. They're almost like the other intelligent animals, like dogs, pigeons. That's what we can deduct. This is the camel halt that we have taken. I think Kesar knows about it. This is the halt. Normal camel safari between 11 in the afternoon and 4, I think the camels all halt. They don't move during that time. And Kesar will tell us more about this break. It's like a lunch break and a resting time.
Yeah, it's a lunch break, resting time, and to get down from the camel, stretch your legs and walk around. And many times we have small villages around, so you walk around, interact with the people, or people can take a little bit of nap under a tree. So this break itself is a wonderful experience to get down from the camel and get more closer with the life which is around you, apart from having a wonderful lunch.
Yes, that's true. And most of the rest that is taken is under the cactus tree, or what is the name of this tree that we are under? The khejdi tree, by any chance?
This tree is called khejdi, and the botanical name is Prosopis cineraria, and it is a very useful tree for the people. I don't think would have been here. There would have been people in the Thar Desert because it's very dry, and the leaves are being feeded to the goat and the camel, and the branches of this tree is being used for burning the fire for cooking. So it's a very useful tree for the people as well as animals.
Thank you, Kesar. This is the picture that I was telling you, and he's talking about the sunset on the Sum Dunes. This is a picture of a sunset at the Sum Dunes that you can see, and which Kesar is recommending, and we always recommend to our guests as well. It's one of the most picturesque sceneries that you can see on a trip in India. And this is one of the highlights of any trip to Jaisalmer. The camel ride in the sand dunes in Sum in the evening, and watching a very spectacular sunset. And sometimes if you're fortunate, you can also have some local dancers, local musicians, and then you can also have a dinner organized in the desert itself. Am I correct, Kesar? That's also being done, right?
Yes, yes, that's also being done, and very popular as well. Having a dinner with a campfire and the local dancers dancing around you is a wonderful experience. Rightly
Correct.
mentioned. You rightly mentioned it. Yeah.
This is one of our groups, Lorient Travels. We have groups that go to Rajasthan, and this is I'm with one of the groups in the year 2018. This is in a place in Jaipur. It's at Amer, and it's just to show that some of our jobs that we do. Before I show the last slide, I would like to say that Jaisalmer encompasses the fort, the Havelis, the camel rides, and the excursions. And there's a very interesting line that I wrote about a camel safari and about the camel, which I will read out to you. It's the last paragraph of my article on the Great Indian Safari. It says that a conclusion seems inevitable. Change is a predominant factor in our lives, be it in the vastness of the desert or in the mysterious journey called life. So if you want to experience change, before you really experience change in your life, you go on a camel safari and you will see how the change takes place during the day, how the change takes place in the climate, how the change takes place in the soil conditions, how the change takes place in the landscapes. Every hour, it's a new view, a new exposure, and something you will be most fascinated in your life. Lorient Travels, I would like to tell you, is a 34-year-old tourism agency recognized by the Government of India Tourism Department. We are a specialist for inbound to India as well as domestic tours. We do ticketing and allied services. We provide consultancy for tourism projects. We do education and journalism. In fact, journalism for the past 25 years now. We are a member of TIE, SCOL, and AI, which are the allied travel associations in India. So this is the brief introduction. Vivek, you would like to ask something?
Yes, yes. What are the, how much is the charges for this safari?
Kesar will tell you.
The charges for the evening camel ride with the sunset is around 1,000 to 1,500 rupees, and the charges for the camel safari is for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. It depends on what kind of facilities we are using regarding sleeping. If we are sleeping in the tents, and if we want to have a lunch with a table and everything and a waiter, then it costs differently. It costs according to that. So around it costs around 5,000 to 15,000 rupees a day. It depends on what kind of facilities we are taking.
Minimum is 5,000, is it?
Minimum is 5,000 because camel man, basic lunch and sleeping, minimum is 5,000. Yes.
Okay. This is per person or for 2 persons?
Per person.
Per person. Okay.
Because on camel rides, mostly per person per camel. Because when you go on a day, it's not comfortable to have 2 people on the same camel.
Right. No, I just thought this is a package for 2. But camel, let us, I'm sure everybody knows it, but it's always 1 person for 1 camel. That's the rule for all the Indian camels that you're riding.
And Kesarji, from Jaipur to this place, Jaisalmer, how far is the distance?
The distance from Jaipur to Jaisalmer is 600 kilometers, and we also have now flight from Jaipur to Jaisalmer as well as Delhi to Jaisalmer and Bombay to Jaisalmer.
Okay.
The airport started 2 years ago, luckily. So now it's very easy to fly and come to Jaisalmer, as well as we have a railway network and road network, good connectivity.
So Jaisalmer direct train?
Direct train from Jaipur, from Delhi.
Jaipur and Delhi, you can take the direct train to Jaisalmer. And
Yeah.
there is also bus services, as well as there are
Bus
car
services,
services.
yeah.
The best is the car
From where?
Yeah.
from Jodhpur.
Jodhpur.
Jodhpur is the closest point, and you can get a car and reach in about 4 hours now.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 hours, right?
Roads are
So-
very good because we have a big army base. That's why roads are always kept very good here in Jaisalmer.
Yes.
So, Kesar, would you like to add something at the end before we conclude?
What can I add? There is no end to this beautiful town. What I would like to say about in the end is that I feel that I'm so lucky that I am born and brought up here. I would have done some good karmas in my past life, and I can just live my life and die here looking at this majestic fort and this town. I work myself as a local guide as well as I'm a tour leader traveling all over India and Nepal. But this town is something which is always in my heart. And when tourists, they visit Rajasthan, this is one of the most liked place among the tourists in the whole Rajasthan. And I'm looking forward that people start again traveling
Yeah,
and
will
give us
come.
the opportunity to do what we like the most, and looking forward to give you a wonderful experience when you are here. And please, one request, whenever people visit here, you need at least 2-3 days to have a good impression of Jaisalmer. So it's a
Okay.
wonderful place, and it's a very small town, so it's a very relaxing place for you, especially when you are traveling big cities of India.
Okay. We'll definitely make it one day.
Sure, looking forward to see you.
Thank you, Kesar. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
I would like to thank Kesar for his expertise, his very good comments, and all the information that he provided. He also made a couple of very interesting films that we were able to show you today. He also showed us some films on the rainfall as well as the sand storm, which I posted on Facebook, which you can see. That was very interesting, Kesar, that whole information that you provided, as well as the information that you provided in this past 1 hour. I would like to thank you very much. I wish you all the success in your endeavors. And I do hope 2021 is a very good year for all of us. We have been going through 6 months of actually, if you say, a kind of a very slow torture without any work and without any income. But I do hope that the good days are back again very soon. I would like to thank all our viewers who are on Facebook as well as on Zoom. I would like to thank all of them who have taken time off and come to see this show. I do hope you are fascinated by this small little trailer that we have shown you. The main picture is still remaining, and you have to go and see Jaisalmer.
Yeah, that is true.
All we show are trailers during these particular days. And we hope that you will go for the main picture to Jaisalmer and not watch a virtual film sitting at home. But soon, pack your bags, make your bookings, contact us at Lorient Travels, or go on your independent journey. Kesar is there in Jaisalmer to assist you if you need any expert guidance. So once again, thank you very much. Dhanyawad. I wish you all the
Thank
very
you.
best and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kesarji.
Kesar. Thank you,
Thank
Thank you.
Vivek.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ji. Very good. I was slightly
Thank
late.
you.
Sorry for everything, but it was nice. Very good. We'll definitely make it one day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for organizing this webinar and live video chat. It was wonderful effort to get
Yes.
connected with you all and share my little bit of information about this town.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kesar. Thank you.
Thank you.